Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, the drought has definitely left an effect on all of us in California. For years, we just turned on the water. It came out, no big deal. But now there's a real push to conserve. With us now, Congressman Alan Lowenthal, to take a closer look at drought and how it's affecting our state. Welcome.
Thank you, Leslie. It's great to be here.
We hear a lot about conservation on the local level. I've been talking to a lot of mayors, you know, and on a local level and then on a state level. What are you doing as a congressman, you know, on the federal level to make the drought something we can tolerate here in California?
Well, you're right. I'm not sure that the word tolerate is the best. You know, I think what we have to do is to both help us deal with some of the impacts of the drought, how we can begin to invest in the future so that we will, while we will have future droughts, we can avoid the worst of the consequences. And so that's what we're trying to do at the state level, and to support the conservation efforts at the local level and also at the state level. So what is going on, there's the Feinstein-Boxer bill, which I'm a co-sponsor, which tries to promote both conservation, money for innovative projects like desalination projects. We're going to see more desalination projects. We just have to do it right. We have to make sure when we do desalination, we're not putting the ocean is already under threat because of climate change. So we want to do it right, and we can do it right. There's going to be that. There's going to be much more recycling, how we reuse our water, and how we, you know, begin to think about, as more and more cities are doing, and we're going to support and provide grants and programs when cities reduce their water usage by, you know, when appropriate, thinking about what's the best landscaping for that community at that time, and to reduce the reliance on heavy usage, heavy water usage. Those are all things that we can do immediately. Now, there are cities like my district. I represent the southeastern part of LA County, much of Orange County, and Catalina, where Orange County and, let's say, Long Beach are doing great work on conservation and recycling of water. Orange County even better than LA County. Catalina has no water. You know, their reservoir is almost dry. They have a whole kind of rickety desal plant. And so we've got to try to keep Catalina going, and at the same time prepare for the future, that there isn't, you know, how is it going to be able to do it? And in part, there will be more desalination, and most likely out there also.
It seems that issues always come in and out of fashion depending on what the reality is at the time.
That's exactly right.
Desalination has not been popular in the past because of those other ecological concerns.
And
that
because of high energy.
High energy costs twice as
use.
expensive.
That's exactly right.
But it's something they're looking at now.
Well, the technology is changing, just like everything else. We are seeing now as we move, and there are nations where, and we can engage in that technology. The Israelis use extensive desalination. And so we can learn how we can reduce energy usage on plants, even do more renewable, and also protect the environment.
And capturing water? Because some say, you know, we don't pay attention when the issues are flooding. You know, when we have excess rain and things like that. We absolutely have to not only capture it, we have to make sure we replenish it and we put it into our groundwater. And so we have to make sure, not only in the capture, that we're not paving over everything, that we really have places in which we can both capture it, both by having specific places to capture it, but also by having the ability to soak into the groundwater, because we have about 40% of our water is our own groundwater basin. All right, Congressman Alan Lowenthal, appreciate you being here.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you for being here. And thank you for joining us. I'm Leslie Leyton.